Yep. I don't even know, bro. What's that shit called? I don't know, bro. But I'm back, y'all boys. Like I said, and today we're gonna be reacting to how to beat the death maze in the bunker game with my dog Nerd Explains. Check him out, man. W YouTuber. Some also check out Death Battle too. W YouTubers, man. Watching them for a good minute, man. Set them boys up. Funny as hell, entertaining as hell, and informative as hell too. So check them out. It's gonna pre-like the video, type shit. Let's get the search bar out of the way. Control bar, or whatever you want to call it. Hold on. Give me 1 second though. I gotta clear some shit real quick. Hold on. Scared the fuck out of me. I didn't even see what that was. Oh, I'm looking at my shit, thinking to myself, I ain't got no shit for him. The fuck? No, no, no. Fuck away from me, that you only ass fucking cat, man. But I ain't gonna lie, I fucking hate cats. But I love cats too. It's weird. just wait a minute, I ain't gonna lie. Alright, I'm back. That's crazy. I wasted fucking 4 to 5 minutes. Not 4 minutes. Alright, let's back to the vid.
If you were trapped in a maze-like bunker during a harmless game of nuclear fallout, what would you do? Preppers love to fantasize about surviving an apocalypse inside a Fallout-style bunker without really appreciating just how difficult, depressing, and deadly it would probably be. This bunker's already seen its fair share of brutal deaths, and it's ready to up its kill count by 7 if we can't survive its deadly game. I'm going to break down the mistakes made, what you should do, and how to beat the bunker in the bunker game. The year is 1958. Germany won the war, and America retaliated with nuclear bombs, as we do, which escalated until the entire world was engulfed in a fine fog of nuclear annihilation. In Montserrat, a tiny enclave north of Barcelona, a group of Germans took shelter in a bunker to wait out the apocalypse and re-establish control once the radiation dissipated. Of course, even this Fourth Reich heaven isn't paradise. Books are still censored, balls are lost to the deep pits of the earth, and everyone polices everyone else's behavior. When a doctor steals a precious test tube and tries to take it to a radiation area, he's captured immediately, and the bunker assembles to decide his punishment. We learn this is a repopulation center, and the doctor's been mixing subpar genetics without people knowing. Capital offense. They don't believe him when he says he worked alone, and they're proved right when they sentence him to death, and a woman steps forward to defend him. But she won't be killed because she's good breeding stock. The doctor is loaded into a glass box and gassed to death. So not the utopia you all planned. Definitely not when people have to sneak contraband cookies and eat them.
And definitely not when I see a black nigga. No offense, no racist shit, but pretty sure Nazis and them boys did not like people of color or anyone that didn't look like them. Or have a certain like appearance. It was something, bro. If you didn't have like a certain look about you, like blonde hair, blue eyes, or some shit like that, not so sure. So don't quote me on this. Like you're not one of them boys, and you probably get annihilated. I don't fucking know. So some shit.
Them like rats in a cage. At night, a citizen named Laura hears a crying baby and encounters a faceless version of herself in the dark. Laura wakes in bed and heads to the bathroom where she pukes into the squat toilet and encounters a chode in PPE named Greg. After they get busy contaminating this repopulation center's genetic plan and Greg leaves consensual bruises on her throat, we learn the big secret to this place. This isn't real life. This is just fantasy. Question for you. Have you ever been in the middle of a boss battle and wished you won more than just a level?
Oh my god, bro. Nah. Nigga, I don't even play games, bro. Let alone games on my phone, bro.
Bunker, the costumes, and the execution is part of an elaborate LARPing game. These so-called German citizens are really from all over the modern world, which is still going on right above their heads. Laura and her enamored cousin Harry are from England. Greg is from Italy. Marcus is from France, and so on. And some of these people take this way more seriously than others. Andre, who's playing the commander of the entire bunker, corners Marcus in the mess hall and starts complimenting the superiority of his African genetics.
You see? Hey man, I'm just the messenger, my boy. But besides that point, who the fuck made this nigga a leader? Who made you a leader, my nigga? Cause unless you got some outside world attributes that are better than all of us, bro, nigga, put the fucking cap down and sit down and shut up and be like the rest of us. Cause who made you a leader? The fuck?
Before slamming the androgynous Robin for not fulfilling her social role, which makes both of them super uncomfortable. The bunker itself is extensive. They're LARPing in a small portion near the surface, but tunnels extend for miles underground, and everybody's been down here for a while. We don't know specific numbers, but it's been long enough that Laura's gotten for realsies pregnant sleeping with Greg. To her surprise, Greg's thrilled about it, assuring her he's not just playing a role down here. here. Yeah, I don't think that's a good thing. Greg mentions he's been planning a big finish for this LARP session, which ends tomorrow when they unseal the vault and everybody gets eaten by mole rats on their way to Diamond City. Turns out, Greg, Andre, Robin, and another woman named Yasmin are in charge of this entire operation. They believe they're here to find themselves, which is code for "we are in danger," especially when Robin waits for Andre to leave and warns the others that he's been acting weird and shouldn't be hired again. The LARP finale kicks off with a swinging red light party, complete with jump scares. When the romantic slow dance starts, Harry asks Laura to dance. He notices the bruises on her neck and turns protective. She brushes him off. The lights suddenly shut off and a giant overhead lamp partially falls, scalding one of the players. This doesn't seem to be part of the finale though, because Robin and Yasmin order an immediate evacuation and end the LARP early. Yeah, I don't do underground experiments for exactly this reason. You have no idea which parts of the system here are fake and which control our air supply. The paying guests, which include several children cosplaying as actual youth, are escorted out of the real World War II bunker and sent on their merry way, while the staff, which includes Laura, stay behind to clean up. Harry stays behind too. Seems a little odd to just leave 100 guests out on the front lawn to find their way back to civilization. Not even an airport shuttle, guys? And you call yourselves professionals. By the time the staff is reassembled below, Greg is nowhere to be found, and the bunker's surface doors close by themselves. Robin says they'll have to look for him in the tunnel system, but they have to be careful because some tunnels are unstable and it's easy to get lost down there. Yeah, so no. Whether Greg's messing with the lights or not, the power's already conked out on us twice today. I've mentioned before that caving is insanely deadly, and not just because of the
that's why I will never go spelunking, bro. I've never understood why niggas even like going spelunking, bro. It's not even like a fun risk. Like you can like if you were talking about jumping out of an airplane, all right, whatever, bro, or some other shit, whatever, or climbing high buildings. I almost said that wrong. That's crazy. Climbing high buildings, all right, whatever. But spelunking, there's zero chance of survival, bro. Zero, like zero fucking chance. And it's like I never wanna like I never never want to do that shit, bro. You can't get out at all. You are at the mercy of the cave or whatever the fuck. Yeah, the cave or whatever it is in which you've entered. Yeah, the cave. And it's like, nah, man, I'm good, bro. Like the claustrophobia and all that shit would just kick in, man. It's like, nah, I'm good, bro. Bro, yo, whenever I see niggas start shaking uncontrollably in those situations, it's like, bro, nah, that's not it, bro. This is one guy on YouTube. Right. You know how many times I've heard that word, bro? Like this sentence. This one guy, this one girl, this one group, this one something on YouTube. That's crazy. But this was one guy on YouTube that does spelunking videos, like caving videos. And it's like people are saying if he disappears one day, we're gonna know why. And it's like I'm saying I'm low key type saying because it's like we might know why. But the caving and all that shit not for me, bro.
Instability of the caverns. People die feet from sunlight all the time because they don't know which way to go in the pitch black. Also, I've seen The Descent. I have a healthy respect for vicious things that live in the dark. Plus, Greg's been gone like 20 minutes. Robin says this place is a maze, and we can't trust this artist's diorama of the bunker as a guide. The simple answer is obvious. If we're really worried about Greg, have someone leave the bunker and call the police, who can call the National Rescue Service, who can assemble a qualified rescue team. If we're really set on doing this ourselves, someone should head to the nearest hardware or sporting goods store in search of polypropylene rope, which is more difficult to cut than normal rope. Better yet, Nova Braid has a rope infused with Kevlar, but that sounds super American, so it might not be available in Spain. Let's also buy a unique, fast-drying paint in orange or purple, as well as a ton of additional batteries for our flashlights, and several crank lanterns, which don't require require batteries at all. We can tie the rope to a sturdy pillar on this surface level in a loose loop so that the spool of rope can slowly release the deeper we go without coming untied. Tie the end of the rope to our waist. This is the easiest way to find our way back. The tough rope will keep it from fraying around corners. We'll use the paint as a failsafe. Each turn we make, draw an arrow pointing back the way we came to get here. The unique colors to prevent anyone from screwing with us by painting arrows in a common color to confuse us. Fast drying paint will prevent that as well. Plus, paint can help us cross off tunnels we've already searched. The gang arrives to a tableau of American troops and machinery. They assume Greg planned for everyone in the bunker to get gunned down by Allied soldiers in his big finale. Marcus realizes he can't go any farther in his wheelchair, turns back. On his return trip, someone takes...
I ain't gonna lie, we gotta leave my dog, my boy, what, I think his name Marcus, or whatever the fuck. We gotta leave him, bro, cause, bro, whenever I see a disabled person in these type of shows, bro, it's like, do you honest to God think we're gonna go far with you, bro? I'm not trying to like kill you off or none of that shit, but let's be real, bro. We've all seen the movies, dog. I ain't gonna lie, never would I ever think I'd be using that line, but we all seen the movies, fam. Know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
to shine to him. The others continue searching. Like idiots, they decide to split up without radios or any means of communication with one another. Andre and Yasmin come to a lockable vault door. When they open it, they find a real owl inside. At least that means there's probably another exit in there. Although I'm not risking it without propping it open with a very large, very heavy doorstop. They follow the twisting tunnels and arrive back at the LARP headquarters. Elsewhere, Laura and Harry come to a gated hazard area. She assumes, stupidly, that this must have been how Greg messed with the lights. Then, she ignores the warning sign, stupidly, because there's scrapes on the handle. Harry asks why he would go down there, which is the right question, but she won't listen. Laura plunges in, forcing Harry to go with her. Yeah, one of us should probably stay behind to call actual cavers when you don't come back, and that someone is gonna be me. They arrive in a massive room where a small shack sits in the darkness. Harry begs her to go back as the ghost appears and jump scares them. They race back to LARP HQ, where Laura tells them about the ghost, and naturally, they make fun of her. They decide to leave, but discover the surface door is locked. Andre reminds everyone built this door, so it's not opening with a few light shoves. Their only option, or so they say, is to have Robin try to get the actual World War II era radio working. Okay. While they wait, Italian music begins to play over the speakers, and Laura finds a message from Greg confirming their suspicions that this is Greg's finale. Sweet, so let's all go wait by the surface gate and flush him out of hiding by not playing his game. Classic gaming psychology. You can't keep going if everybody...
Bro, I swear to God, cats are so fucking annoying. Hold on, bro. Like, God damn, bro.
He leaves the playing area. At the very least, we're not leaving each other's sight again until we're out of the bunker. If that's too difficult for these grown toddlers, then we're at least buddying up. My point is, we came to a real underground labyrinth, and someone is messing with us. Why would you want to be alone in the first place? One of us is already missing. We don't have time for another, and if the lights go out for good, we need to be together. Ultimately, to get out of here, we need to look for one and only one thing. But we'll get back to that. Instead, Laura goes to change, and the ghost sneaks up behind her again. Does it do anything? Of course not. That would be too fun. Like, she has a ghostly quota. She watches Robin mess with the radio too. While connecting wires, Robin accidentally hits a mannequin and cracks a window. When she leaves, the crack spreads. Meanwhile, Andre finds a ladder leading into the underworld and wanders into the sub-basement of this floor without notifying anyone. anyone of where he's going. Back in the radio room, Robin manages to get it working, somehow, only to talk at the guy on the other end in English, which he doesn't understand. This is why we're not all wandering off to who knows where. Between us, there's like 10 languages. My group would be sitting right here, ready to hop on the radio and find one that works. Instead, the nearby landline begins to ring. Distorted music plays on the other end as the crack in the glass widens and ultimately shatters, which somehow triggers red emergency lighting to kick on across the bunker. And Andre just runs away. Like, where are you going, bro? You walked like 10 feet away from the ladder. In the bathroom, Laura meets the ghost in the mirror, who's finally ready to show her the real horrors behind what she's been cosplaying. The ghost's name is Clara. She was a local during World War II, who, either for genuine love or protection, shacked up with the officer, became pregnant, and was ultimately forced to stay down here in the bunker when the war reached.
Bro, in the horror movies, bro, when you see a ghost type shit, bro, these niggas is never, actually, never mind.
Its bloody conclusion. Laura's woken by Harry, who tells her Robin has the reaction time of a Final Destination victim. Is it me, or does a ringing phone just not work as a viable lure here? I mean, if we had a landline, we wouldn't be fiddling with the radio anyway. I digress. Move out of the way of falling glass knives. That's my advice. That's the Nerd Explains difference. Harry makes Laura tell the others about the ghost, but it just convinces Yasmin that Laura must be working with Greg on the finale. Devastated by Robin's death, Marcus goes to, unalive himself in the bathroom, but can't quite go through with it. He's oblivious as the key turns itself in the lock and his electric chair suddenly glitches, roasting him alive. I know you're wondering, yes, stop, drop, and roll is also the recommendation for people with disabilities. Initiate the chair's brake, push yourself out, and roll, covering your face to protect it from the flames. Unfortunately, the shower behind him isn't gonna be much help, since he won't be able to reach the faucet handle from the floor. If someone else were here, they could smother the flames with a jacket or blanket. Remember to remove jewelry and anything with an elastic band once you put out the fire, as burned areas will swell and you don't want anything to cut off circulation. Leave burned or melted fabrics in place. After the group finds Marcus, they decide to stop looking for an exit entirely. They carry old archival footage they found to a flat viewing area, and we learn what happened to Clara. The vision physically affects Laura, but Andre thinks she's faking. When Harry tries to protect her, Andre beats him with a wrench before setting his sights on Laura. He threatens to kill her if she won't open the door. She sticks to her haunted bunker story, and the film footage suddenly begins to burn. Andre whips off his jacket to smother the flame, revealing he's got some noodles on his torso. Wow, what a twist. I mean, nobody has the moral high ground here. Did none of you think your little roleplay might attract, actual? Now outed, Andre just goes straight Indiana Jones villain. Don't know how that's gonna fix our big problem of being stuck in here, but we do have time to kill, I guess. He raises the wrench to throw it. He's like 10 feet from anyone, and no one bothers to grab any weapon in self-defense. Almost like they know they don't have to worry about it. Clara locks him in their gas mask storage room, where he loses his mind. Why? I'm not sure. He seems to be hearing things, but who knows what. If it were me, well, it wouldn't be me because I'm not a but I'd be feeling around in the dark. It'd take all of 3 seconds to figure out where you are and calm your hysterical down. The women tend to Harry, and Laura reveals she thinks Clara is trying to help her and will show her the way out. An owl suddenly flies by overhead, and she decides to follow it, leaving her cousin's fate in Yasmin's hands. She promises to protect him. Sure. Right up until the spooky shit begins. Unluckily for Yasmin, he wakes a few minutes after Laura leaves, assumes Yasmin and Andre did something to Laura, and kills her. Laura returns to the scene of Clara's death. There, she finds Greg's dead body. He's been hit and strangled. She turns and finds Harry in the doorway, and just assumes he did it. I mean, she's right, because she has access to the writer's head, but nothing here proves or even suggests that. Despite having a pretty cool premise and tons of potential, this whole thing boils down to Harry's incel-like obsession with Laura, and his desire to quote-unquote protect her from Greg and herself. Classic nice guy. He shoves her up against the wall, she elbows his groin, and he straddles her, choking the life out of her while claiming this is what she wants. Remember, if someone has you on the ground, and at least one of your legs is between theirs, feel free to scramble some eggs. Also, don't be afraid to use their own delusion against them. Standing up for yourself is great, but it's going to immediately put them on the defensive and cost you your element of surprise. You're never gonna convince a person like this that they're in the wrong, so I would suggest luring them into a false sense of security until you can find a weapon or escape the dangerous situation. Of course, Laura doesn't have to save herself here. She's got a pissed off ghost pal who's been really bored for the last 90 years. Clara possesses Laura's body, scaring Harry just long enough for her to pick up a glass shard and end him. Yeah, we didn't really need a ghost to do that for us, but thanks anyways. Clara does bring up an interesting strategy here though. It was Laura's awkward seizing that knocked Harry back long enough to gain the upper hand. Unpredictability is a great option here. Seizing, pretending to go unconscious. You're just buying yourself time. In the end, Clara just keeps Laura's body. It's kind of a move. The exit opens magically ahead of her, and she just wanders off to live her best supernatural life in a new human suit. There were a couple points at which everyone except Greg could have survived this. The first is obviously when they let everyone else out. Call in the professionals. You don't know about cave rescues. Same applies if they had moved as a group, looking for the bunker's main control room, and just opened the doors again, or looked for a map. These types of military bunkers have fail-safes and secondary exits, and we're not doing any isolated LARP event without telling someone in the outside world to come check on us if they haven't heard from us. For those reasons, I think the bunker game was beat. Moral of the story, don't trust LARPers.
WVID. RP Robin. Okay. I don't think I can see my other screen, so. Oh, never mind. Alright, y'all boys. WVID. I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna stop saying this. Instead of typing this, I'm just gonna say it. See y'all later, you bastardos. If you watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you would know. One of the best animes of all time. Low key weird as fuck when it hits Golden Wind. And another one, but W anime. On some real shit. Okay.